Am I crooked? There we go. Story of my life. This is Jackie with Inthekeyofchange, and I'm here with Zach at Whitechapel. We're here at the Community Club for the last day of Lancaster's Launch Music Festival. But more importantly, let's focus on your music. Our Endless War comes out later this month. What can fans expect to hear?
I think this album's just a hodgepodge of all of our old stuff put together. It's got the elements of self-titled, which was the previous album, and then a lot of taste from the first two albums. It's just an all-around it's an all-around Whitechapel album, so they can expect a little flavor for everyone. So there's something for everybody on the record.
So for die-hard music fans of your band, I have a question from them. What's your tuning for this record, and is it different from previous albums?
It's the same. It's like self-titled. We did G songs that are drop G, and then A songs that are drop A standard. And then for one song on the new album, we did a 6-string song. The song Blacked Out. It's in. We're doing an interview. Can you hold on a second? Sorry.
Well, we'll have to start over. It's a little bit harder to chop, so
We'll start
take two.
Okay.
So what can... Actually, let me start over. This is Jackie with Inthekeyofchange, and I'm here with Zach of Whitechapel, and we're here on Lancaster's last day of the Launch Music Festival, and Whitechapel's about to come out with Our Endless War. So what can fans expect to hear?
They can expect a hodgepodge of all older Whitechapel and then some of the new stuff as well. There'll be elements of self-titled, there'll be elements of Somatic and Exile in it. So there's a flavor for everyone on the album. Different tastes on every song. So.
And so for your die-hard fans, what's the tuning for this record?
With this one we do drop G and drop A like the self-titled, but there's one song on the record that's in drop C sharp or D flat, whichever way you want to call it if you're a music snob. But it's just something different we tried out just for fun, and it turned out pretty cool. So,
describe for me your songwriting process.
It's honestly all of us, especially all three of the guitar players, we all write all year long. We all have our own individual little studio setups at home, and we're always writing riffs, and we program our own drums to it just so we can have demos, and we email them each other throughout the year. And finally, when it comes down to sit down and start writing, and everybody gets together, because everybody lives so far away now, we're not all in one spot. When we finally all get together, we just take everything we liked from the writing process in that year and just throw it in a pile and start sifting through it and working off of something. And then if it's something that, if it flows, we start getting a skeleton for the song, and then we go from there. So.
And is your first single Mono? Can you tell me about that?
Well, that was the second single. The first one was Saw's Law. Mono is just it's just in my opinion, Saw and Mono are two good middle ground songs, and Mono is just like a polar opposite of Saw, and it doesn't give everything away from the album, but it gives how it's going to vary. Every song's going to vary on the album. It gives a good taste of how different it is. It varies from Saw, and then what you can expect in the album is every song's going to be different.
So who or what influenced the songs on this album?
Songs on this album, influenced like the writing or the theme of it, or the writing. I don't know. Like, we draw influences from. We all have different tastes in music, but it seems the older we get, we still love metal and we still enjoy it, but we listen to so much different stuff nowadays. We don't just listen to metal. We get burned out on it, but honestly, there wasn't really a big influence for this album. It was just we kind of wanted to. We knew what we were aiming for and didn't really know where it was going to go until we started getting songs together, and we wanted to write an album that had moments and hooks that people would walk away from the song and remember. And that was the idea. I think that was the main influence, was just like getting a good song written, not just a song full of shit and parts. Just full of, not a song full of just riffs, one after the other. It needs to have a song. It needs to have fluidity. It needs to flow. So.
And fans were able to pre-order the album. What do you think they benefit from doing so?
Oh, the pre-orders, they all get they can choose a pre-order pack. They can get a T-shirt with it, and a poster. And I think the first 200 albums that are pre-ordered to get autographed booklets of the CD, but there's a ton of pre-order packs. You can check them out at metalblade.com and check them out at our merch store, which is merchnow.com. There's all kinds of cool stuff. It's actually a lot cooler than when we were younger and ordered an album. You only got the CD, and then now it's really cool. The CD's really cheap. You pay a few extra bucks, you get a T-shirt or a poster or a keychain or whatever. So
lots in store.
oh yeah.
You guys have been a band for 8 years now. How have you been able to stay in the metal scene for so long?
It's a flooded, it is a flooded market, and not in a bad way necessarily. It's just music in general is flooded, and it's so easy to produce your own music nowadays. And we're not groundbreaking. We're not doing something that's never been done before. We're just trying to keep it afloat and do what we know how to do. We're not trying to go above our means, and you can't please everybody. There's so many metal elitist dickheads out there that just would love to see us drown. I mean, that's just how it is. It's and if you're not getting that kind of publicity, I guess you're doing something wrong. But other than that, I think I don't know. Like with this genre, we just want to stay where we're at and keep doing what we're doing. I think so.
It's just what every band wants to do. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Do you have plans to make music videos for songs on the album?
Actually, yeah, we're supposed to shoot this little 10-day run we're doing. We have a day off, and we're supposed to shoot for a video, but it's still up in the air, kind of about what we're going to do and which song it's going to be. But I think here in the next few months, we're planning on releasing 2 videos. One's like a live footage thing for one song, and then one will be an actual music video. The problem with music videos is, though, it's good publicity, it's good advertisement, but to really do a good video, you've got to spend a lot of money. And metal bands and record labels don't want to fork that money out anymore for videos because it just goes on YouTube and the internet. MTV doesn't play videos anymore, so I don't know what to expect with this video. It's gonna, I don't want to be just pigeonholed into every metal band video where they're in a warehouse and playing a song. It's just hodgepodge of shots. And I'm just so over that shit. So like, I don't know what we're gonna do. I want to make a video. It's Behemoth. Nurgle puts a lot of money into his videos. That's why they can have these kick-ass videos. And I'd love to fork some money out and get somebody, a producer that, Brodsky's the one that does a lot of our videos. I love Brodsky, and he can do a lot of awesome stuff. But money. Yeah, he has to have more money. So we'll see what happens, though.
Yeah, you mentioned YouTube being sort of the outlet for music videos. How do you guys use social media to broaden your scope?
Well, I think that's how the band kind of got started to begin with. If it wasn't for social media, especially on the internet, we wouldn't have got our music as far to other people as we possibly could have. It makes it a lot easier nowadays. It really does. People can get their music across the world for people to hear, and that's awesome. But and we use that to our advantage, to advertise the band and to put new music out there from the band. But on the other side of the coin, it's kind of ruined the music industry. The record sales don't matter anymore. Physical copies don't matter anymore. And it's so MP3s are the most convenient thing to have for music nowadays. Even if you're still a collector, you still in the car. There's more than likely you still have an iPod. You're using it. So so we use it to our advantage, and we try to work around it as best we can. To we don't get bummed out over first week sales anymore. It's just I don't know why it even still matters nowadays. It's sad. It really is that I say that, but the big wigs in the music industry just think it don't matter for some reason. I don't know why.
What are those tangible copies?
Yeah.
It seems so long ago.
Yeah, I know.
We were, while I was getting set up, I was noticing that you've got, getting ready to get some tattoos. Who's your artist?
The guy that comes every time we're in Pennsylvania, his name's Sean Cummings. He's from Paradox Tattoo, and he does Black Dahlia and a bunch of other bands. We just met him. We actually met him on the first Mayhem we did. He was tattooing Black Dahlia, and just right off the bat, we were just hanging out with those guys, and Sean was just cool and down to earth, and he wanted to do some work on us. He loved our music, so ever since then, Sean comes out and just does work on us. And it's different to have a tattoo artist that's actually one of your good friends that you can have a conversation with him while getting tattooed. It makes it seem so much less painful. So, and I'm getting on the ankle today, so that's going to be fun. So we'll try to avoid concentrating too much on it. He's a good conversationalist, so it shouldn't be that bad.
I have cement on my feet.
Oh yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it's not fun, but it's still going to be worth it in the end.
Oh yeah.
Has a fan come up to you with Whitechapel?
With Whitechapel Inc.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And there's, you know, it's all I see randomly on the internet. I'll see just tons of, you know, we'll always post, you know, fan pictures on you know, Instagram and Twitter and everything like that. It's really awesome. It's flattering, actually. I never expected people to get tattoos for a band. You know, that's just so crazy to me. But no, I see it all the time. It's really awesome. And you know, I see it in person. It's just, you know, still not used to it after so many years. So.
Well, what's up next for Whitechapel after this little tour stint?
We got a tour starting. Well, actually, after this, we're home for a few days, and we do, I think, 3 days in Mexico, and then come back, and we're home for about a week, and then we start the Devil Driver tour. It's us and Devil Driver, Carnifex, Revocation, Rivers of Nile. I guess it's, I don't know how to pronounce that. It's probably Nile, but because that's the play on words. And then Fit for an Autopsy. That's right.
So stay tuned for more from Whitechapel. This is Jackie with